Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at South Acres Field in Plattsburgh for game number 4 in a best of 5 championship series from the Gentlemen's Slow Pitch Softball League. Rigsby's auction over here to our left. Down 2-1, will be facing Barcomb's TV and Furniture. Barcomb's coming out a little rowdier than they were last night. They were awfully calm last night and perhaps even sedated. They never really got in the game. They lost 8-0. Rigsby's was also relatively quiet. They were down with their backs to the wall, trailing 2-0. A loss would have eliminated them, and we would have all found something else to do tonight besides be here. But they settled down and played some solid softball and came away with an 8-0 win. Barcomb's, according to what I read in the newspaper, had only 2 hits. I think there were actually more than 2 hits in the game for them, but we've never known the Press Republican to be wrong before. In game number 2, Glenn Fassett was tossed, and he also had to sit last night. So the Rigsby's team picked up Alan Rock, who was on their roster but played a very limited number of games. He plays with the West Plattsburgh Legion team in the Adirondack League. And tonight Alan Fassett is sitting to allow Rock to play. Rock, a very, very good ball player, and Rigsby's pulling out all the stops here. They're going to do anything they can to regain the Gentlemen's Slow Pitch League crown. Outside, ball 1 to start the game. Pitching for Barcomb's Joey Trombley. Behind the plate, Steve Southwick. Keith Riel drops it into right field. And Randy Senecal gets it back in. At first base for Barcomb's, Denny Laporte. Second base, Tom Renane. Shortstop, Rob McDonough. Third base, Dean Lombard. Batter here, Brian Foster, the right center fielder. Ball. In left field, Bruce Schoenig. Left center field, Randy Barcomb. Right center field, Randy Senecal. And right field, Bill Bayshore. This is hit to Bill Bayshore. He's under it. He'll squeeze it. We have 1 out. Riel will advance. Slid off the bag. Umpire said the bag moved. The bag's not tied down. So it's a fact that all they have to do there is touch the bag, because if the bag is not tied down, the runner has only to tag the bag, and if it slips away from him, he still remains safe. This is shortstop Lonnie Cleland. I'm assuming he's shortstop. Rock also plays shortstop. He played third last night. I got the Rigsby's batting order. They do not have the defensive positions next to their names. On deck, Art Guerin. Cleveland hits it through the left side. Runners at the corners. Throw comes to the cutoff. Oh, Rigsby's threatening here with 1 out in the top of the first inning. Bring up the home run threat, Art Guerin. Guerin pops it. Barcomb will grab. Throw should come to second. It does. They concede the run. So it goes a sacrifice fly for Guerin. Not what he had in mind. It puts Rigsby's on the scoreboard. And it brings out Alan Rock. Rock swings at the first offering up the middle. Randy Barcomb will get it back in, and we have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the batter will be Jeff Roselle. Pitch from Trombley. Strike 1. On the ground, knocked down by Trombley. This is going to be trouble. Lombard tries to retrieve it, but everyone will be safe. The bases are loaded. Give Roselle an infield hit, and it brings up Jim Wood. Wood poked one over the fence last evening. And the first pitch to him is in there, strike 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 and 1. 1 run across for Rigsby's here in the top of the first inning. A Barcomb's win in the series and the season are over. Rigsby's win, and we'll be back here on Monday evening for the final. Hit deep. Schoening has room. He pulls it down, and there's 1 run across for Rigsby's. After 1/2 inning, it's Rigsby's 1, and Barcomb's coming to bat. Defensively for Rigsby's, Dan Caron on the pitching rubber. Behind the plate, Jeff Roselle. At first base, Gary Fassett. Second base, Alan Rock. Shortstop, Lonnie Cleveland. Third base, Glenn Fassett. Left field, Jim Wood. Left center field, Keith Riel. Right center field, Brian Foster. Right field, Mark Rael. Bottom of the first, Rigsby's leading 1-0. Bruce Schoening will step in for Barcombs. Paul DeMars coaching at third. Rob McDonough coaching the first base line. Side ball 2. To Cleveland, fire to first. Safe. Safe. A real bang bang play that we can look at again. I probably would have called them out on that. It was a real close one, and Schoening beats it out. But Rigsby team not arguing too much, so I'm probably wrong again. I'm predicting a Barcomb's victory tonight. Bill Bayshore, batter. Of course, me predicting the victory is probably just doomed Barcombs. 1-1. Bayshard swings and drops it into center field. Base hit. Foster bobbles. Schoening draws the throw. He gets away. Schoening's going to be racing to third. Safe at third. Safe at third. Looks safe from here. That puts runners at second and third as Bill Bayshard goes up to second. On the play at third. And this will bring up Randy Barcomb.
Nobody better, buddy.
Nobody out. Barcomb's threatening here in the first. Tying run at third. A lead run at second. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Strike one to Barcomb. They have the Barcomb shift on. They play only one infielder on the right side. The first baseman moves. Barcomb pops to Jim Wood. He grabs. Throw comes to third. Schoenig will score. It's a 1-1 ball game. So credit Barcomb with a sacrifice fly. Both runs have scored thus far on sacrifices. And it brings up Denny Laporte, a hard-hitting first baseman. But first base open, they've walked him several times this series, intentionally. Looks like Karen will pitch to him. Rock playing in back a second. They have a shift on here too. Laporte hits it to the right side. Gary Facette knocks it down. Karen covers. Laporte tried to take advantage of the wide open right side of the field. Hit it down, but right at Gary Facette, so it was a routine play for Facette. But 4 feet either way, either direction, he would have had a base hit. And this brings up Randy Senecal, 2 outs, and Bayshard at third. 1-1 our score in the bottom of the first. Cloud of dust settling over the infield. Seneca looks at it inside, ball one. On deck, Dean Lombard. Seneca pops, Foster should have. And he grabs it. So Barcomb picks up a run, and we have a 1-1 ball game as we go to the second inning. Glenn Facette. Here's the batter here. Leading off the second inning, 1-1 to score. Strike one from Joey Trombley. On deck, Dan Karen. 1-1. Said swings, hits it foul. Strike two. 1-2 pitch swung on. It's going to drop in front of center. No, nice catch, Randy Senecal. Once again, held up a little longer than we thought. We have a 1 down. And it brings up Dan Karen with Gary Facette on deck. Very busy evening for Channel 21 this evening. Karen hits it into left field, base hit. At 4 o'clock, we covered the Northeastern soccer season opening for the girls. Northeastern hostessing Beekman Down. We did the varsity and the JV game. And while I'm taping this, my brother Sam Castine is on his way as Gary Facette hits it. And we have a force at second. Art Guerin was running for Dan Karen there. And while I'm here taping, 2 outs, Sam Castine is on his way to the MAI field for a preseason soccer tournament. Shazy playing MAI tonight, and tomorrow night the 2 winners and the 2 losers to square off. The other game is Northern Adirondack versus Plattsburgh High School. Hit deep to Bill Bayshore. A can of corn, which is what you call a long, lazy fly ball to the outfield. Nothing across for Rigsby's. After an inning and a half, it's Rigsby's 1 and Barcomb's 1. Dean Lombard lead off the bottom of the second as Barcomb looks to jump ahead in this ball game. Pitch from Dan Karen outside, ball 1. Strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Drops in front, base hit for Lombard. So once again, Barcomb has their lead runner on to start the inning. And it brings up the second baseman, Tom Murnane. Joey Trombley will be on deck. Strike one. Foul ball. Not foul by much, but foul. Strike two. That puts Dan Karen in the driver's seat. And the pitch. Renee hits it to center field. Keith Riel grabs. Lombard will go back to first. We have one out. Joey Trombley, the batter. He'll be followed by shortstop Rob McDonough. Pitch from Karen. Strike one. It's the back corner of the mat. Deep, 1-1. Up. Strike two. A lot of arc. Short left field, Jim Wood should have it. Two down. Bill Bayshore out, probably questioning the arc of the umpire. Rob McDonough on the at bat. I say they have only one. Barcomb has only one player on the bench, Paul DeMars. And the Rigsby's has two on the bench, Greg and Alan Passett. Steve Southwick on deck. McDonough and Karen will play a waiting game now. Pitch to McDonough, strike one. Ball on, 1-1. To short, Cleland. To Rock. And we'll go to the third inning with the score remaining. Barcomb's 1 and Rigsby's 1. Top of the order to lead things off for Rigsby's in the third. Keith Riel will be followed by Brian Foster and Lonnie Cleland. Ball two. Strike. 2-1. On the ground, back to Trombley. Goes to Laporte. And we have one out. Umpire apparently called too much arc on that, but Riel had already committed himself to swing at that point. Brian Foster, the batter. Line shot Dean Lombard, and we have 2 outs. And now the Rigsby's side is wondering about the arc. The height of the arc has been a big bone of contention in this series. This is Lonnie Cleland. It's supposed to be, I think, 12 feet maximum from the ground. There's ball 1. Strike 1-1. Outside. Two outs. Cleveland hits it hard. McDonough knocks it down. McDonough seems to shade toward the second base side. A lot of balls hit to his left, his right, our left. Bring up Art Guerin. Guerin looks a little deep. Ball 1. Guerin hasn't had a lot of opportunities. He's been walked intentionally, and he's taken the pitches 4 walks. It might drop in. It's going to drop in. Randy Barcomb will scoop it up. Fires to second. We'll have runners at the corners. So a single for Guerin. Brings up Alan Rock, the second baseman. Jeff Roselle on deck. Hard hit, through. That one out to the gunner's left. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Runners at first and second. Jeff Roselle, the batter. Inside. Roselle pops it. Randy Senecal going deep. Not too deep. A lot of room. He pulls it down. Rigsby picks up a run. They lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Steve Southwick followed by the top of the order. In the bottom of the 3rd, Barcomb's trailing 2-1. First pitch, ball 1 inside. On the ground, bouncer. Gary Facette almost threw too far and back, and to lead Karen in that. And Karen with a nice grab. And we have 1 out. And Bruce Schoenig, the batter.
Good job, Bruce. Base it. Mark! Be ready!
Schoenig lines to Riel. We have 2 down. And I'll bring up Bill Bayshore. Ball 1. Nobody on. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. 2-1. Barcomb's trails. Strike 1-1.
Good eye, good eye.
Ball 2.
Just
left field, Jim Wood. All they have to do is stay put and pull it down. So nothing across for Barcomb. They trail 2-1 as we go to the 4th inning. Jim Wood leading off the 4th inning in this 2-1 ball game. Pitch from Trombley, inside, ball 1. On the ground to McDonough. First, before foot off the bag. Ford had to pull his foot off the bag. And Wood on at first, throwing error on McDonough. Bring up Gary Facette with Dan Caron on deck. Oh, this is Glenn Facette. Glenn Facette, the batter. Hard hit to Lombard. Goes to second, to first. In time, yes. Round the horn, double play. Oh, Barcomb's turns 2. And I'll bring up Dan Caron. Too much arc. Ball 1. Strike 1-1. Caron likes to jump around like that to see what happens to the infield when he does it. Schoenig in left. The left-hander pulls it down. Nothing across for Rigsby's. We go to the bottom of the 4th in a 2-1 ball game. Rigsby's leading Barcomb. One of the more important innings for Barcombs as their number 3 and 4, 5 hitters. The meat of the batting order will be coming to the plate to lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. And Alan Rock moves into left field.
Come on, Randy! Come on, Randy!
Becoming the 5th outfielder, playing short left field to the left side of the shortstop for Randy Barcomb. That leaves the right-hand side open with only Gary Facette, who stations himself midway between first and second. As he hit to the left side, he has to race to first to get the throw. And he hit on the ground. 3-0 the count. Caron trying to get Barcomb to hit his pitch. That's strike 1. 3-1. Strike 2 hits the inside corner. Barcomb hits it to right center. And Brian Foster squeezes it for out number 1. I'll bring up Denny Laporte. Laporte hits it hard through the right side. Base hit. Mark Riel will pick it up. And the potential tying run is on first base for Barcombs with 1 out. And Randy Senecal, the batter. Randy, of course, for a great many years, roamed the outfield for the Press Republican Club. But the Press team is no longer in existence. Senecal hits it. It's through the left side. A base hit for Randy Senecal. Puts runners at first and second. And brings up Dean Lombard. Pretty good turnout tonight. On a cool Tuesday evening when this series began, there were very few people here, but the bleachers are both fairly well filled. Not completely filled, but fairly well filled. Lombard's going to drop it in front of Real. It's going to load him up. The bases are loaded with one out. And Tom Renane, the second baseman, will step in. Potential tying run at third base.
Tommy, get down to your heart.
On something in infield, will Rigsby's go for two or go to the plate? They'll go to the plate. Gary Passett saying, go to the plate, get the force at home, stop the run from scoring. Pitch to Renane. Swings, hits it to third. Throw to the plate. In time. In time. Glenn Passett knocked it down, stuck with it. And with nobody on, Renane might have beat that out. So I don't know if Passett would have had time for the longer throw to first base. But he got the force at home. 2 outs. And now Randy Senecal at third represents the potential tying run here in the bottom of the fourth. Joey Trombley, the batter. Rob McDonough on deck. Pitch from Dan Caron. Ball one inside. Strike, 1-1. Ball outside, way outside. Ball 3, 3-1. A walk will tie the ball game. Three-one pitch. Trombley takes it deep. The game is tied. Game is tied. Joey Trombley slam dunks his bat as Randy Senecal is forced in, and I'm losing my voice. Base is still loaded. 2-2 the score. Rob McDonough steps in, swings at the first offering, hits it to Glenn Passett. And I was expecting a tag at third. He threw to second and just barely got Trombley. Just barely got Trombley. I was looking for a tag at third. So we're tied at 2-2 in this potential final game as we go to the fifth. Gary Passett will lead off. Top of the fifth. Strike one from Joey Trombley. 2-2 our score. Back to Trombley, knocks it down. He's not going to get in time. Throws it away. Bayshore not backing up to play at first. Should have been on third on that one. But he stopped at second. So an error on the pitcher. And it brings up Mark Real at the top of the order to follow him. Strike one. Strike two. Too much arc inside. 1 and 2. Hits it to the left side. McDonough knocks it down. And Mark Riel on his horse goes into second base. Good runner, and he raced into second on that. So we have runners at second and third, and nobody out. Rigsby's threatening here in the top of the fifth. Keith Riel, the batter. It's a deep. Randy Senecal will grab. Throw will go to third. We have a 3-2 ball game as Mark Riel moves to third base. And brings up Brian Foster. Fly ball should score Riel, so Barcomb's looking for a line shot. Even a ball in the infield might score Riel. Popped up. Should be deep enough. Shoney grabs. Here's a throw, and Riel will score. And it's a 4-2 ball game. Lonnie Cleveland, the batter. 2 outs. Line drive, base hit to left. And it brings up the ever-threatening Art Guerin. He had a home run in his first trip up in this series, but he has not done it since. Too much arc. Ball 1. Short. Ball 2. Base hit. Throw's going to get away. Here comes Lonnie Cleveland. Guerin ends up at third base. That was obvious right as soon as it left the outfielder's hand. That was obvious that it was going to get away. So that makes it 5-2. Guerin at third and Alan Rock the batter. Randy Senecal will squeeze it. And it's 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Rigsby's leading Barcomb. Steve Southwick lead off here in the bottom of the fifth. His team down by 3, 5-2. Pitch from Dan Caron. Outside, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Top of the order to follow Southwick.
Come on, Steve!
0-2 pitch, 2-0 pitch, hit to Riel. Mark Riel makes a nice running grab. Does a good job of going back on the ball and made a nice catch there. That'll bring up the left fielder, Bruce Schoenig, with Bill Bayshore on deck. Brian Foster pulls it down. We have 2 outs. And I'll bring up Bill Bayshore. Bayshore looks at strike one. Popped up. Cleveland should have it at short. He does. And we'll go to the 6th inning with Rigsby's leading 5-2. Jeff Roselle will start the top of the 6th for Rigsby's. They're leading 5-2. Strike one. Too much arc, apparently. 1-1. Roselle hits it. High hop into right field for a base hit. And that'll bring up Jim Wood, a left fielder.
Come on now.
Trombley's pitch inside, ball one. Deep to Randy Barcomb. He'll grab it. And Roselle in at second. 1 out. Batter Glenn Fassett. Pitch from Trombley. Strike one. McDonough to first. 2 down. And looks like Alan Fassett's going to pinch hit here for Dan Caron. Trombley's pitch short, ball one. McDonough knocks it down. Here comes Roselle. Here's the throw. Safe. Six to 2. And the throw to the plate. Set goes to second. That'll bring up Gary Fassett. Randy Barcomb should have it. He does. Oh, Rigsby picks up a run. They lead 6-2 to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Greg Fassett coming in to catch as Jeff Roselle limping around back of the bench here. Randy Barcomb. Once again, the number 3, 4, and 5 hitters doing up here. in the bottom of the 6 for Barcomb. So once again, the power hitters at the plate. Barcomb lines it back to Dan Karen, and we have an out. A line shot, Karen pulled it down. Well hit ball, but it's out number 1. Bring up Denny Laporte. Barcomb's down by 4. They need to push a couple runs across and get to a point where the top of their order would bat again in the 7th. Laporte looks at strike 1. Inside, 1-1. Line shot, base hit for Laporte. I'll bring up Randy Senecal. Gene Lombard on deck. Senecal hits it hard to Facette. He'll go to second. They get 1. They go to first, not in time. 2 outs. And about now, Gene Lombard. 2 outs, runner at first. Barcomb's trailing by 4. They are 4 outs away from there being a 5th game. Ball 1. Strike 1. Two strikes. Mark Riel will squeeze it. And we'll go to the 7th. The top of the 7th we'll go to with Rigsby's leading 6-2. Mark Riel starting top of the 7th, looks at strike 1. Barcomb cannot afford to let any more runs cross the plate. But Mark Riel starts off the inning with a shot to left field for a base hit. That'll bring up Keith Riel. Brian Foster on deck. Strike 1. The shortstop. McDonough boots it. Mark Riel will be at third. Foster will be at second. Oh, McDonough worrying about the double play. Was handcuffed by that one, and it's a 2-base error. That brings up Brian Foster. With nobody out, 2 runners on, he'll get it deep to left field. Schoenig will grab, the throw will come to third. Throw was a little high. Now we have a 7-2 ball game. Credit Foster with the sacrifice. And it brings up Lonnie Cleland. Cleland, first ball hitting, hits it deep. Randy Barcomb near the fence, he'll squeeze it. And he won't waste time throwing the ball. He knows the Riel will score on that. So another sacrifice makes it 8-2. And it brings up Art Guerin. Strike hits the plate. Inside, 1-1. Deep. Center field back. It's gone. A home run. Art Guerin makes it 9-2. And brings up Alan Rock. There's Greg Passett, who came in for Jeff Roselle, on deck. Rock pops it. Trombley squeezes it. And it's 9-2. Rigsby's 3 outs away from forcing game number 5 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Barcomb needs 7 to tie, 8 to win. Tom Renane, the batter, to lead off the bottom of the 7th and final inning here on this Friday evening. Game number 5 scheduled for Monday, September 12th. Outside, ball 1. Ball 2. Strike, 2-1. Three and 1. Ball 4, Renane will draw a walk. Joey Trombley, the batter. Ball 1. Strike 1, 1-1. Jim Wood will grab it in left. 1 out. And Renane stays at first.
Come on, double play! We love to see them!
And the batter will be Rob McDonough. Slow bouncer. Glenn Passett makes the error as Rob McDonough calls on help from above. Runners at first and second. Coming up, Steve Southwick, who was saying, "God, please don't let me hit into a double play." Top of the order to follow him, we have 1 out. Ball 1. Ball 2. Outside, 3-0. Jerry Passett over talking to his pitcher. Inside, I don't know how Karen could pitch with Passett standing a yard away from him, cheering him on. That loads him up. Glenn Fassett is at third base. Alan Rock at second. Greg Fassett behind the plate. Base hit for Bruce Schoenig, and we have a 9-3 ball game. A lot of Fassetts out there. Another one here, Alan Fassett. Trying to choreograph things from the bench over here. Bill Bayshore, the batter. Schoenig keeps the inning and the game alive. We have a 9-3 game. Pitch to Bayshore is strike one. A chopper. Rock, nice glove. Gets the force at second. Alan Rock made the difference in that one.
Come on, Randy.
Just one more.
A run scores. We have a 9-4 ball game. Runners at the corners. And Randy Barcomb, the batter.
Back it up first. Come on, Randy. Go hard. Go hard. You got the big guy behind you.
And Karen out visiting with Gary Fassett. Once again, the Randy Barcomb shift. 3 people lined up there in left field. Barcomb goes the opposite way. Gary Fassett can't get a glove on it. Bayshore will stop at second. Southwick scores. We have a 9-5 ball game.
Come on, Dennis.
9-5. Laporte gets on. The tying run will come to the plate. So Laporte not in a position here to win it or tie it with a home run. The home run would actually probably kill this rally. 9-5. Barcomb's not giving up. This will help them. If they don't win this one, they'll help them. Their attitude for game number 5 is showing themselves that they can come back. So this little rally, even if it falls short, is important for Barcomb. Strike one to Laporte. 2 outs. Laporte, line shot. Nice catch, Rock. Alan Rock, the man they brought in. Otherwise known as a ringer. He made 2 plays this inning that Alan Fassett probably would not have made. And it's probably a deciding factor in this game with the potential tying run coming to the plate. So a 9-5 score will be the final, and there will be a game 5 scheduled for September 12th, which will have been played by the time you see this. In the meantime, that's the way it was from South Acres Field in Gentlemen's Slow Pitch League Championship Finals action on Friday, September 9th, 1988.
Car 3.